So today one of the tasks is also reverse light, because we, as I remembered, mentioned, we're getting a reverse light error suddenly, backup light, and well, looks good to me, but I pulled this plug off and the corrosion is literally like trying to jump out. The plug looks horrible, everything, like, it seems to have gotten wet, like muddy. I have no idea how this happens. You can see all the little mud splashes in there, like almost like car was like, boot was open when something, I don't even know. I have no idea how this would happen possibly. But anyway, I'm gonna go and clean these contacts up, see if the bulb works, and then I will report back. I just took the bulb out and, I mean, yeah, look at it. Well, would you look at that? So, bench power supply for the win. Bulb obviously works, so let's put it back in the car and maybe, hopefully, have a reverse light again. Which on the plus side is good because it's a simple, easy, cheap fix. On the downside, that means PDC doesn't work for a different reason. We'll see. We ignore the dangling lock. It just decided to no longer stick to the duct tape. But reverse light. Car is in reverse. Car has reverse light. So, I believe, unless I took out the wrong one, but hey. Take it out of gear. Lights off. Sweet. One problem down. More to go. Okay, I'm back in reverse, checking PDC now, because I figured, well, why not? Because I remembered, if it's in reverse and a PDC module is doing something, those should be clicking if you listen to them. And, well, I'm highly doubtful you can hear anything on this. You can see the bubbles on the paint and the cracked clear coat here, but anyway, you can't hear it anyway. Clicking, clicking, silent, clicking. So I suspect this little boy is dead. What I'm confused about is I am not getting that standard PDC reversing beeping, neither a permanent one nor an intermittent or of any sorts. And I know it has a PDC speaker, and I know this is a PDC module. There's a speaker related to that somewhere. I have no idea where though. So I don't know. It's just two cables going in and out, and as far as I've seen online, that's all there is to it. There's nothing around it. Just a little module sitting here, chilling in the corner here. And I will now probably go and look up where this speaker would be, if it's anywhere in here, although I don't see any hints of that. There's nothing to be... Well, there's one more plug, but I think there's this front USB, front PDC, which this car doesn't have. So I believe that this can go back in here. Come on, go back. There we go. And I assume the speaker is somewhere in the front. So I'll look into that. I decided I'm gonna go and dig for that PDC speaker that's supposedly somewhere there, which means apparently instead of putting things back together, I gotta take things apart. Like apparently this just comes out. Maybe not. Hold on. Well, there you go. I wonder what we find down there. Probably all kinds of lovely things. Let's turn some light on. Clips, dirt, money. 50 cents twice. I just got €1. The car just got cheaper. Nice. Yeah, yeah, there's one of the screws. Apparently I also need to remove the back seat just to get to more screws. And then I'll take this up and have a look if there is a speaker somewhere. Well, as you can see, nothing really changed. That's because I put this back in, although I just undid it, didn't really get it out much. I put these two back in because A, I had trouble getting this off and I didn't want to just rip on it. B, while I was on it, somebody messaged me, because I asked questions beforehand, how to get this off, that they don't believe the speaker's actually back there, the PDC speaker. So, because they had that off and they don't remember seeing it at all. So, yeah. Oh, found 5 more cents. So I'm putting it back together and then researching some more before taking more things apart. Well, Thomas from the future here. Just looking at that video, I realized I kind of forgot to film a kind of final plot of the PDC saga for now, because while this was the last stand for me as far as I was concerned, I backed it out the driveway today and it worked. PDC just worked. It beeped when I got close to a wall and it didn't when I didn't, and it just worked. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna complain about it. So PDC's fixed. Oh, also one thing I noticed, this looks really dead and floppy, and it doesn't on the sides here, so I was afraid this is just dead and might leak. Turns out no, the trim that goes here actually hooks like into this, giving it support again, which is good. This one is missing, and that one is one of the reasons this doesn't pop up when you unlock it. I ordered that one. The complete assembly is all of €5, so that was not a concern. Not for the convenience of having a trunk that opens. The lock was shipped today, I was notified, which is also good. I have also ordered the clips to go in here for this wing that pops up. All 4 new for this one, and 1 new one over there, because one is broken over there too. You don't even want to know how much they were. I'll tell you when I can show them to you. It's not fun. One more thing I forgot, and I'm looking at right now. This parking light down there was apparently dead, or I was told by the car it's dead. So I just dug this out. I'm trying to tell whether this is broken or not, and it sure looks like it actually is. Quick for reference, main beam, parking light down there, main beam, parking light, broken dangling here, so yep, stitch them. I got a little bit ahead of myself, I think, but I just had to try and had a look and just made sure what I have fits, so I kind of went ahead and turned this bike into a trunk. Everything's just loosely in there, and I still don't know how this is supposed to work, because this has like a flappy bit here in the back that goes somewhere, I don't know, and you can lift this up and then it maybe just goes somewhere, I don't know. These obviously click in here. I hooked this switch up again properly for now. Definitely not sure where the wires have to run under there properly. This is not in properly, as you can see. This one is better. I could probably actually get that in under here. I haven't done this yet because, well, as I mentioned, PDC sensor, so I have to take the bumper off, and I believe there might be some screws around there. Maybe not, who knows. What I don't know is this. I don't know how this is supposed to work, if it just like sits here, but I don't think. I know this has to go in there for the trunk, for the convertible roof to be used. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but doesn't it kind of look like a trunk again? Oh, hold on. Oh, this is missing. I assume I might have some parts somewhere that connect this to this, maybe. I'll have to look into that. But this definitely goes up here and then gets put down by something or someone. That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Progress. Before and after. well, this was supposed to be another quick before and after kind of deal. Like these. There. Yay. And that's where this goes. You know, it sits in here. These hook in there. And it moves up and down with the roof. And puts this into position, or well, you can move it around. Turns out, well, there's holes. That's where the pins are supposed to go. I don't know if you noticed, but there's nothing on there. So I took a closer look, and yeah, broken off. And broken off. You know, why wouldn't it be? I don't. What did this GDPO break? I mean, what didn't he break? Like, look at it. Even this little flap here, that are duct taped shut. You would think it's easy. It has on the inside it has a lever to open, but no, you can just break it off. And for funs, and for, you know, just for fun, this doesn't come alone. You have to buy the entire frame thingy. Yeah. Really? Dude? Why? Why would you? There's not even a reason why this stuff is broken, you know? Like this. It's literally just clipped in here, you know? A peg in there. It's like a parcel shelf, you know? How do you even break that? Installing my phone. Can't use that anymore, can I? Here we go. This is something I'm gonna maybe tackle today. I'm going to remove these mirrors because both of them have like corrosion on the metal foot here, and that's also the reason why the interior is blown apart, because the previous owner actually wanted to do that, but he kind of got stuck because, well, the roof doesn't work and he kind of took priority on that, so he never actually did that. Just put them back on so I could drive it home, and I figured before I put the interior back together, maybe I can do something about that. So let's have a look. I got another one of these why questions, you know, just why. Like, why make holes that don't line up with the bolts? You know, it's like, at this angle it looks like it does, but the angle of the screw or the bolt is actually wrong. So it's like, this is, like, roughly this is the angle you need to approach it from to actually get the socket to sit properly. I'm like, why? Just, why? You made holes. Make them accurate. No? So aerodynamic. Streamlined. I mean, who needs mirrors, huh? Nobody. Yeah, so here they are. They look really, really nice. Especially the passenger side. I also noticed... Nope. No, not this one. I think the driver's side. Which only has a little bit. Well, it has quite a bit of corrosion still. But... well, not sure you can hear that, but something is flying around in there. Some small piece of possibly plastic or broken screw. Who knows? And we have the first one blown apart. The casing is off, the cover, whatever you want to call it. And the mirror literally just pops off super easy. Don't even have to remove that, really. Doesn't need to be. I'm taking it apart anyway because I want to just separate basically all the stuff that needs to be painted and the stuff that doesn't need to be painted, just because easier. I still don't know whether I'm gonna actually do it myself or find somebody who's gonna do it for me cheaply, affordably, but better than I can do it, because what I would do is I would go back here and have a look how long old spray cans are good for, because those are probably 5 years old. And I used them actually to paint the bumper trim on the M5, which worked well, but again, they have been sitting for 5 years, so I have no idea if they're any good to do this. I might try it anyway, maybe not, we'll see. I just noticed that these little contacts here, that are just like clipped on, pushed on these little shoes, that they are quite stuck, and when you try to remove them, the pad actually wobbles with them instead of, or it seems to be moving. So I'm just gave him a teensy tiny little bit of that, and I'm gonna have him sit there a second because I really don't want to rip off that stuff and break everything and then have to replace the glass just because I was impatient. Okay, number one is basically completely apart, except for a little mishap. I wanted to take this off the socket. Bolt number one, yep. Bolt number two, no. It decided to just clearly snap off because of obviously all the corrosion. So I should have just left it in there. Well, actually, it did not turn a little bit. Like, it was stuck and then it was just off. And no, obviously I did not use that. Should have. Didn't. So I'm just going to put that one back in. And probably just leave it as is. And then look for a new mirror maybe in the future, in the near future. Maybe, who knows. But honestly, this might probably be in there as good as it gets anyway. So yeah, I don't know. Great.